doing? How we doing? What is going on? What are we getting into? Why do I sound quiet? Why can't I hear myself? Oh, my monitor. My monitor's turned way down. Okay. Boom. Boom. We're back. Hi chat. Hi people watching, VOD viewers, whatever. Anyone watching. More LA Noire today. More LA Noire. Last week we talked about a lot of things. We covered a lot. We talked about the noir film genre. We talked about pulp magazines and pulp books in the history of hard-boiled detective. Talked about narrative dissemination. I'm gonna post a YouTube short about that at some point today, probably, which is a very important concept. I'll probably bring it up again on this stream just because I think it's such an important concept. Important concept for a game like this that's a mystery game, but also just important for stories in general. This is the last thing that we talked about that I did like a whiteboard talk on last week. On Tuesday, and I was too lazy to erase it. But I think it's useful. We broke down the sort of phases of cases in this game. So the pattern was, you have the collecting evidence phase. Well, I guess there's a phase before. There's like phase 0 where learning about what the job is. But then it's collecting evidence, talking to witnesses, and then finding the culprit, which is usually some sort of chase or shootout or something of that description. That's pretty much it. That's like the big thing. I want to kind of hop into the game. I think today's going to be a stream that's on the shorter side because I want to play Monster Hunter Wilds. Play Monster Hunter. Oh, probably a 3-hour stream. That's, yeah. It's going to be a 3-hour, not a 4-hour stream. Unless this goes like crazy, unless all the crazy happens. So yeah, we're just gonna get into it. Let's hit it. I need like a Steam or a Stream Deck or press a button and change instead of having to scroll through my. Where's the? I haven't checked the volume for the game. I don't know. Okay, the volumes look fine. Everything looks. Maybe I'm a little loud. All right. I don't know. I don't remember. I guess I picked this one. No, this one. This is the test stream. Okay. So I think it was like a hit and run case that we're investigating for the. If I remember, that's where we left off. There was like someone had been hit by a car, and we had to find out who did it. Right now I think we're playing as Cole, and he's a marriage made in heaven. I've been doing that for every stream. Yeah, so that's what happened. We saw this cutscene at the end of last stream. Guy hit by a car. We're in the traffic division, I think, or traffic team for.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Oh yeah, everyone in this precinct says crazy stuff, and I don't want to listen. I'm gonna walk out fast. Because everything they say in this place is vile. Honestly, every background conversation in this game is horrific.
The thing was, he was a real nice guy. I felt lousy collaring him.
See, they just be saying shit like that. Like, you get...
His prince, and he still confessed. I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time.
1947, not 1927. Of course a girl can ask a fella out.
They just be saying anything. Okay, I was gonna get in on that side, but... What else? Yeah, I mean, we were talking about how a lot of, like... This is a Rockstar published
Looks
game.
like the DA is going to press charges.
Not a Rockstar
And Rodriguez might
developed
do
game.
time. I'll speak to the DA. She's suffering.
But Rockstar's sort of,
I don't
like,
know, Cole.
flavor of writing
She's
is sort of
easy to
bled
make.
into
The
it.
DA likes
Not in a bad way. Like, in a good way.
I'll
like,
convince him to let it go.
tongue-in-cheek style.
How you do that? I'll give him something better.
Oh, it's time. Okay, man, just keep driving. Okay, so
Detectives, over here.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. This is less a narrative thing, more a game design thing of like the
Cole
people they
Phelps,
just showed or
traffic.
people we have to talk to.
What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives
Oh.
above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry.
Oh.
No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so? We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
What do we got here? Will this fit on my head?
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stay at the chair.
I don't know if I want to see that, but I will.
Landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Fascinating. I do like that my job is very vibes based. Fire and Life, dear Miss Benson, it's your pleasure that we acknowledge the receipt of your application 14F and the pre-approval has been granted to raise the weekly premium of your life insurance. Uh-oh. Okay, so I think this is actually... We talked about Double Indemnity. Double Indemnity is a movie about a life insurance policy baking thing. So this is really clearly like an homage to that. Standard veteran care, lump sum payout of $10,000 in the event of your untimely death or permanent incapacitation. The new plan secures your beneficiaries a sum of $16,000. What the fuck? Who circled this? We, California Fire and Life, thank you.
Patterson has life insurance.
Alright. So we're gonna be tugging on that thread. What else? You have a watch? Damn. Bro did not have bands like that, I guess. Can I check this out? Watch maybe? No. I swear in one of these missions someone's gonna have a watch and it'll be important to the kids.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the
Oh
accident.
yeah, he was at a
I'll know
bar.
how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Okay, we have the coroner's report. So there could be a stabbing thing in there.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
We traveled a good 20 feet. Am I supposed to be looking at something? No, they just want me to take it all in. Oh, God.
This blood is a long way from the body. Car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
I forget where that saying comes from. I know it's... I forget what that's like in reference to. I looked it up once. No, I don't...
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Okay, so they broke and impaled him, which caused the blood splatter here. He's on the hood of the car, then goes under and gets
Careful where you
dragged.
step, Phelps.
Oh, yeah.
I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on your desk.
I don't want to waste my inspection points. I just have to assume that they got everything. Now to the ladies
All
whose
yours,
arm went
Detective.
through her body.
Miss Perry,
Yes?
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Oh, she gets the Southern Belle.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
Hate that poor man.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
She knows her cars.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
That's pretty good. What you...
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices.
Okay.
A man and a woman. That's all.
Go on.
No.
Then a third person. Another man got involved.
I don't know why I believed her. I should have just doubted. I should just match on doubt.
Your information has been very helpful.
Man, I keep missing that. I should just match.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
Why do people lie, man? Why lie to the police?
You certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a
Don't
rest,
call her
Bukowski.
that.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Oh, newspaper flashback time. Shrink to the Stars promises mental breakthrough.
Courtney, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks, Doctor.
Is this the same guy?
How are you finding working at the clinic?
Is this the same guy from the other newspaper that gave that dude heroin?
Are you sure?
Can I be honest with you, Doctor?
I would hope so, Courtney.
I would hope so, Courtney.
I was hoping that the therapy would be more beneficial.
Treatment can unfortunately be very long-term.
So many of the patients here are addicts, Doctor.
Many of them have been for years, Courtney. In the past, these people were condemned to sanatoriums.
Sanatorium?
We can reveal the root of the problem.
Root? I
We have a
didn't
chance
say
to
it like
help
that.
them.
And until then, they stay sedated?
Do I detect a hint of reproach, Courtney?
I think this is the guy.
I was expecting more, Doctor. I'm sorry. I don't mean to criticize.
Part of being a physician, Courtney, is learning to be patient.
How is it possible to keep so many of them on their medications, Doctor? Many of their addictions are illegal.
Oh, many things in life are gray, Courtney. What may on the surface appear to be illegal is actually of benefit to society at large.
Okay, so that's... Alright, I assume that we're gonna get involved in that at some point. Maybe not.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Your name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
What was the name of our guy? What's the name of the victim? The name of the Vic? Do I have his name? I do, I definitely do. Yeah, Patterson, okay. Oh, so that...
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Lester and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
Okay, so hitting doubt is like the key.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
What does that mean?
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Oh.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave?
I love that doubt
What
is so
going
aggressive.
on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
Oh, Leroy, yeah.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking
So they were gonna
about
kill
this
him
new
to get
bar?
the money for the new bar.
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Cause 1600 is pretty, 1600's like a lot in 1944, isn't it? This is either a doubt or a lie. I just don't know which one. I'm gonna go lie.
Is Leroy really going into business with Lorna? You sure you're not covering for her?
Me and Lorna? That man-eater? I wouldn't last a weekend with her. You're barking up the wrong tree there, partner.
Okay, it was doubt. Oh, well, no.
You finished scratching around? I've got work to do before I close
Damn
up.
it, I should have been hit the
You know the way out.
Shucks.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Whoa. Oh, that's the end of the conversation. Oh, okay. I guess we'll... Oh, no, hold on. There's a phone in here? Payphone.
Operator, message for KGPL.
I'm trying to go home.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I gotta say I do
I
like
need to
this
run a
lot.
partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners.
I like the
vehicle is a
calling
red
dispatch
Lincoln
thing. I think it's a
Continental.
lot of fun.
Just a moment, Detective.
Just a moment, detective.
Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
All right, let's get it. That's not my car. But that is.
lucky break getting the partial ID. These cases are usually dead in the water after 24 hours if no one comes forward.
Why don't they just stop?
You heard about fight or flight during the war?
Sure. Never back your enemy into a corner. That kind of stuff.
Right. Well, in hit and run, the perp is already in flight. It's easier to keep going. It takes a degree of moral courage to stop and accept responsibility.
Not as dumb as you make yourself out to be, are you, Stefan?
Damn.
I didn't know I was making myself out to be dumb.
Oh, he's sweet on it. So we have to see how this ties into the life insurance. Damn, we just sat out there all night.
That son of a bitch right there. William Shelton?
Yes?
Doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
That coward thinks he can run from everything.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
No wonder he killed someone, driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
All right, I give up.
All right.
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
Hey, police business. Can you
Put your hands where I can see them. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. You should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
I'm telling you.
I'm all heart of the prospect.
Push him. It's the wrong one.
This officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211. The shots fired. Unit to handle code 3. Identify. Officer needs help. 333 South Main Street. 333 South Main Street. Officer needs help. 211, the shots fired. Unit to handle code 3.
What's the situation? We got a hold-up gone sour. 3 guns locked themselves in with 2 hostages. I tried to go on through the front, but the place isn't gorgeous. I nearly got a mouthful of lead from my trouble.
All right. I'll see if I can get in through the back.
All right, I'll stay here and keep them busy.
Let's go. Run back.
I think he just got shot. It was exciting in this city. Okay.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Quick, up the stairs! Get after him!
He's kind of scared.
Put the weapon down now.
Cool, man.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
You want me to paint the fuck?
That's so... Every time. Oh. Thank God Cole is a crazy shot. Another case of...
Car 11K. I've been involved in a shooting at 333 South Main Street. Globe Loan and Jewelry. It's code 4 now, but the suspect is down. I need an ambulance here. And notify my supervisor and the coroner.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. Your supervisor will be notified. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at 333 South Main Street. Globe Jewelry and Loan.
So my current guess for this case is that the wife and the bar owner pushed the husband in front of the car. That's I'm putting that out right now. That's what I'm guessing.
Can we try to get there in one piece?
That wasn't my fault. Oh my God, another cop.
At least as I recall. So accustomed to me, almost no time.
Jesus, Cole!
That guy stopped. That one wasn't my fault. I sympathize with the guy who hit that person. People in LA are crazy.
Favorite programming.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
That was weird.
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead.
True.
What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in '44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You expect me to believe that?
He gets so angry when you
very
don't.
convenient.
Gambling for Lester was like the needle for a hophead.
Oh.
He was yelling at me. He was yelling at the whole world. I kind of felt sorry for the driver. Poor guy had no chance.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Admit it, you were baiting him, pushing his buttons. We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual. Let's just say I took exception to his idea.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business.
He just liked playing cards.
Can you
He's just
explain
a
how you'll
gambler.
get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Sabo has no money. This place can't be worth much. Where is the money coming from?
My father left me this house and some money. Lester took out a second mortgage. I held on to the money and kept my mouth shut. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject.
No.
You and Mr. Sabo have an interesting day.
But I
I'm
unlocked
sure we will,
outfits.
officer. Now, if you could both just leave.
We're leaving, ma'am. Sorry for your loss. I can see what a tough time you're having with all this. Come on, Phelps. Let's make ourselves scarce.
I'm out of here, Lorna. I got a business to run.
You think Mal is done with the autopsy? Better call it in and check, Phelps. Between the driver and the widow, I say we start dealing with the facts.
Okay, but what if... No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Wait, where do we go? Oh, the corner's on. Where am I supposed to get a phone? I guess it's on the bar. The cafe.
Ain't nobody here at all. So calm yourself and stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. We chickens trying to sleep, and you but in. And hobble, 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 hobble with your chin.
Any Century to 415 possible mental case at 7th and Flower, unit to handle code 3 identified.
Shaking around, you're kicking up an awful dust. We chickens trying to sleep, and you but in. And hobble, 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 it's a sin. Tomorrow is a busy day. We got things to do, we got eggs to lay, we got ground to dig.
Oh.
You're a goddamn menace! It takes a lot of sense to get chicks to hatch.
It's an emergency.
Nobody get us chickens.
We had to get going.
Ain't nobody here at all. So quiet yourself and stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. Kindly point that gun the other way and hobble, 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 hobble into
car 11K. We'll handle the 415.
11K, your 415.
Oh my god.
You're the one who's been sending cosmic rays into my room. I'll show you. Yes, sir. You're not going to control my thoughts anymore.
Yeah, get him.
Calm
Stop
down,
the
sir.
5G.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Give it up, LAPD.
He went that way.
That away.
Put your hands in the air.
Oh my. That guy knocked himself out with his own car. Jeez, man.
Creep!
Don't make me chase you.
Don't climb up the pipe, man. Oh.
You don't understand. Someone has to stop the Venusians.
I've been saying, ow. Oh. Oh. Where does he go? I don't want to get kicked again. Can I pull my gun on him? No. Where do we go from here?
Farewell, cruel world!
Oh. Yeah, alright. Another case solved. It's a shame the Venusians got to him. Anyway. Oh wait, there's a phone right here. Hold on. 80 industrials.
Oh, Susie,
Phelps
you are
badge
so
1247.
bad.
Why are we talking about how bad she is?
Messages, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Pattison autopsy.
Thanks for your help.
Can I change my outfit now? Sunset Strip, what do we have? Chicago Lightning. Sword of Justice, Golden Boy, Sunset Strip, the Broderick, the Sharpshooter. I kind of like the Broderick. Were there vehicles too, or is it only? Oh, I look snazzy.
You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs
Hey, I'm a
are
cop.
robots.
For the purchase of some rather exclusive commodities. Whether or not life in the Western Hemisphere has been continued, it is certain that their toil has been rewarded. So these people return to a native land changed by war.
I'll just spin the block.
Shots fired off speed help. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired off speed help. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Shots fired.
You know, we might get there quicker if you use the siren.
I kind of like these side missions for how they sort of break up the pacing of the main investigation. It makes the city feel alive.
shots fired off-speed top. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. Shots fired off-speed top. Unit Tower, code 3 identified.
Car 11K, we'll handle the help call. Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, shots fired off-speed top. Chateau and Valencia. Chateau and Valencia. 11K, handle code 3. All other units, code 2.
I see you motherfuckers. Come on up here and get us.
What is all this?
Traffic stop from hell. Crowley pulls these guys over. Finds that trunk full of hardware like we didn't believe. They lose. Bullets start flying. And they snatch up the guns and one of the cops. Head to high ground and make the exchange.
The officer?
Up there. Still alive, we think. Who knows for how long. We'll keep him busy if we can find a way up to it.
Throw out the guns.
No one else is doing anything. What do you mean we'll keep them busy? You've all just watched me 4v1. What is this?
$11K. I've been involved in a shooting. It's code 4 here, but suspects are down, and I need an ambulance at Chateau and Valencia.
Like
also notify detective headquarters. I'll need the coroner. My partner and I are okay.
11K, roger on the ambulance and coroner. Detective headquarters will be notified. All units, 11K reports code 4 on the shooting at Chateau and Valencia.
Actually, hold on. I was thinking about this before I got caught up in the whole 4v1 thing. I do want to talk about the sort of like filler, like the side quests in this game. And I think side quests in general, actually. Really quickly. $15 minutes in and out. Okay, so actually let me fix my volume a little bit. Okay. So gonna erase this. So the thing about like side quests and like people complain about like filler content, you know? People complain about filler, they're like, oh, why is this here? It doesn't advance the story. I would argue filler content is actually good. A horrible sound song. I would argue that filler content is great when used correctly. So when we talk about filler, right? It's like this idea that it's stuff that is not relevant to the story. And that's true definitionally. But I think it's important to differentiate between story and character. Because in some cases, in some stories, the character is the story, the character development, but at other times there's like the plot, right? And it might be better to say we're talking about like plot, because all of it is story, right? So it might be better to say that filler cannot be plot, but it's still story, right? So filler is never equal to plot. But what filler does, it's two things. It's a matter of three things. It's developing character, developing the world, or creating tempo for the story, or like pacing is a good way to think about it. Filler can be great for pacing out a story. So with this, like, jumping from case to case in something like this would kind of work as of right now because of the nice episodic format. But what these sort of dynamic side quests do is they break up what could be, by some players, an incident of like the game feeling monotonous or repetitive, right? But these side quests, they're completely different. They're these little short, like 5-10 minute sequences that give you more of an insight into the city. They make you explore the map. They give you an opportunity to interact with different cops that you wouldn't see, who are, you know, like nameless faces, but they make the world feel full. And I'm actually a big proponent of doing things that do not necessarily push the plot in service of developing the sort of greater story. And, you know, people will joke about like some shows shows where it's like, oh, some of the best episodes are the filler episodes, right? People love the one episode of Avatar where they go to the beach, or like, what is it, Fire Island or whatever it is, the play episode, and then the one where Zuko's at the beach with his family, right? And like the reason that those episodes resonate with people so much is because they're pushing character. And I think this is more, opinion time. I genuinely believe that more than anything, character is what a lot of people stick with things for. Which is not to say like story and plot are incredibly important. I love like a good plot. But when you look at, fandom or what people love about, you ask someone what their favorite movie is or show or game or whatever, right? They always talk about the characters, right? I love Master Chief. I love, Indiana Jones. I love Batman, right? And people have, their favorite Halo game, their favorite Indiana Jones movie, whatever, right? But it's like, they're like, I love the characters, all the action movies from the 80s, right? Well, 80s, 90s, so on, general action, your Die Hards and your Rambos and your Terminator. I mean, obviously Rambo's not like an action film, action movie stars, right? Like, people love the characters, and it's not like those are all great movies, right? Terminator and Die Hard and things. But everyone's like, oh, I love Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator. I love the characters in Terminator, right? People reference lines the characters say because those lines are cool, because those characters are cool. Even the B-list stuff like Escape from New York or whatever, right? For me, I think that it really is all about finding characters that people resonate with. And an easy way to help your audience resonate with characters is by giving your audience more opportunities to see those characters in different situations. And that is a big value of filler like this, right? Because we get to see Cole in these different types of cases. We've seen 3 different ones, 2 of which were shootouts, but one was dealing with a guy who was fighting 5G rays in his brain, right? And seeing how Cole interacts with those scenarios is meaningful, gives us context, and also breaks up the story, right? It gives us that time to sort of sit in the space. And it can be tough because if you do that too much, then you start to drag, and then that hurts the narrative, right? Because then the viewers are like, or the player is like, well, I want to see what the story is. But in theory, if you do it well, or if people love your characters enough, they'll follow them doing whatever. I think that's really the reality of the situation, which is not to say that, like, if people don't want to watch your characters order food at Waffle House, then they're bad characters. Like, no. It's a combination of characters and environment and story, because you can also have the opposite sort of problem where people are so enamored with the story that they don't want that filler, right? Because they're like, I want to know what's happening because what the characters are doing in this instance is so interesting. So it's a balance, and it's depends. Anyway, that's it. I need that button. I need to be able to like press a little button and just like switch scenes in an instant. Alright. I don't want to look at my statistics. I mean, it could also be argued, honestly, that a lot of these early missions are also, like... I don't think of these as filler, they are, like, separate, right? Because... we've been seeing a lot of plot stuff, but none of the plot has been... at least not explicitly directly related to what the greater story of the game is. But at the same time, like, it is about watching Cole's career. Which is, I mean, because it's the game is about him, so it becomes this question of like, what does that look like, and how does the game present that?
Our units also need assistance. 540 West 9th Street and Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540 West 9th Street. Unit can handle code 2 identified.
I can't deny the call. I wonder if there are any of these that are like particularly cool. I mean, I guess I just have to read them to see which ones are. I'm not really trying to be a completionist. I mean, I already cannot be a completionist in this game because I have fun with like 30 questions. I do wish this wasn't like on the opposite side of town. LA. Oh my.
Now look what you've done!
I should have. Sorry. There is something, I don't know, ironic, sad about the traffic cop getting into accidents every time.
Our units also need assistance. 540 West 9th Street and Uncle Sam's Army Supply. 540.
I don't know what you're talking about. We weren't doing nothing.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store. I'll show you. I'll teach you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
Oh, shit.
Look out, more of them! Put them down!
Take this guy out.
Stay down. Oh. Headshotted him. That's crazy. Officer down. That was fucked up.
11 King calling KGPL. I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's code 4. Notify a supervisor, the coroner.
Roger, 11K. All units be advised, suspects are down at 540 West 9th Street. Shooting at Uncle Sam's Army surplus is code 4.
Damn, that was dark. Anyway. You gotta be tough to live in this city. The Nixon signs make me laugh. Oh my. Not my phone. I'll say it, that wasn't my phone. But yeah, the filler thing. I think that was like a good filler mission. It's pretty different. I gotta push the story forward. I'm right here. I cannot keep doing side missions every time I go. And see, that's the thing. That's what I was talking about. Too much filler. You know.
Rehab is for quitters.
This our guy.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up?
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. But the trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
It all comes back to the crime scene. We need to hit Ray's one more time and trawl for evidence.
See, what did I say? Actually, I didn't say they stabbed him. They mentioned, see, it... They do mention the stabbing. That's my bad. They mention... Cole is like, straight up says it's a stabbing.
So there was some truth to
There's a red herring in the car.
After all.
Didn't stop. He didn't kill Patterson either.
I'm no betting man, but I know I'd put all my chips.
The grieving widow and her shoulder to cry on.
Now all we need is a murder weapon.
Oh, the shadows are really perfect. Why would you stop? Stow it, don't throw it. That's a nice little trash can little thing. That's a nice... Keep our city clean.
Lester could be a heel,
We just wanted
but
to check the crime scene over one
that's
more
a
time.
lousy
Mr.
way for
Sabo.
anyone to go out.
If that's
Who's
all.
talking?
Can you be quick about it? Cops are bad for business.
Really? We'll tiptoe, Sabo. You won't even notice us. All right, step by step, check every inch of ground.
If I were a murder weapon...
So this is why everybody comes to Ray's.
If I were a knife... I were a knife, where would I? Peacetime pyrotechnic display. Do we think it's outside? The trash can, I feel like, is a very... No. There it is. A trash can.
I'm sure Carruthers will confirm this as the murder weapon. Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this.
Yeah, alright. Leroy!
Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen.
Okay.
Go! I'll bring the car around and head him off.
Where'd he... Oh, he climbed.
It's too late, Sabo.
I'm just gonna...
Stop or I will shoot.
I don't give a fuck. I'll kill you, man. See, we went through the three... I erased it, but you get... We went through the three things that happened.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that.
You got some sharp
Keep
elbows.
up the good work.
Oh, there was a clue I missed. Assembling a brief of evidence sooner might have netted you Lorna as well. Oh. So there was evidence that I missed that didn't... Okay, so if I found the knife... That's cool that, like, you can, like, have people get away. A slip of the tongue.
Phelps, Kowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there, see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain. I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word of it.
Yeah, why are you talking about his wife?
You wait. 5 years from now, all our jobs will be done by robots.
Wait. Is this our whip? Yes, it is now.
You're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake thinks of that one.
Case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Well, Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough to be murdered like that without having to be dead. Strewn all over the front.
Whoa. What? That's mean.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him.
Okay,
remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets on him, Phelps.
Out of the
I'll
car
call it
now!
Show me your hands.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with two tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
He was sold a hot car. Combs Automotive Company.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
Coombs. Oh no! Oh hell no! Not Coombs Automotive. I know these guys. Hold on.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
I don't know.
This is a forgery. It's top notch. This will need to be traced.
I mean, it looks, yeah, right. I'm not a real detective.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harris?
No, nothing like that.
You know, I'm gonna intuition this.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble.
Got some wacky backy. Between Coombs and the wacky backy, this guy. Your life's a mess, Cliff.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
It's not Richard? Nah. Not Richard Coombs. Not Dick Coombs himself. Oh no. This was going all the way to the top.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence, and have him arraigned for Grand Theft Auto.
Right, Detective.
You know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
I don't know who you... I gotta get to Coombs Auto.
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Classic. Let's take a quick intermission for News Washington. We gotta find Dick Coombs.
Paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Well, I get it. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Mr.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes.
What the?
Oh, I knew I should have driven. Yes, I feel much better. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you were finished.
Boone's Automotive Code.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
So you're the Kuma.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service.
That's a rough name.
You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way.
What?
That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
I mean, honestly, let's hear Richard out.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there too.
He was in low res, I think.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Company, North Employees, make any warranties.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Okay.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
Ooh. Get your
I
money.
made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
Oh my God. That was true. That you don't.
Kind of harried and harassed, in a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
These pink slips are leading us to something big, Coombs. It's time to stop being cute.
I'm going to assume you're having a bad day, son. I sell cars, not paper.
Damn.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Coombs?
Close of play on Friday.
So with the banks closed over the weekend?
I might be able to stop payment.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
You're lying, Coombs. You knew the car was stolen.
You have some sort of crystal ball tucked in your jacket that can help you prove it?
Not the vehicle. That's the bill of sale.
You should try rubbing some oil on that hard head of yours. Are we done here?
We get awful attentive
Oh,
to people who
so
obstruct
bad.
LAPD investigations. Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Damn it.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
I need an address on a Marquee Printing Company.
Marquee Printing Company, sure. Just a moment. Aliso Street, near San Pedro.
Messages for me, please.
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks, ma'am.
Alright, let's hit it. Back on the jet. Why did we honk that?
Radio entertainment is
let's go down the list.
760. Now, national news.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Replace $7.5 million spent during the severe 1946 epidemic. And in New York, little Nancy Drury with the big cop was once a polio victim. But now she's the pinup girl.
What? Polio victim to pinup girl. That's the pipeline, that's so they don't tell you that.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to sell.
District of Columbia taking part in the drive. The keys to the city from Mayor O'Dwyer go to Nancy. Give to the March of Dimes.
KZI is a member of the American Century Broadcasting Network.
I do wonder if these are real recordings or if they're just like fun little things.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
To a chair. Oh.
Detectives,
Hey, we killed the
Velasco
guy
is
outside.
prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired my gun.
Goddamn captain's making me resubmit the paperwork.
Crummy bastard.
Whoa. What the
James
fuck?
Velasco?
Why am I getting
I want a lawyer.
James
It's my
Franco?
car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
Yeah, I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to that task.
Yeah.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery. Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico.
He should have waited for his lawyer.
The paperwork they provide is normally a breeze.
Does the name Gene Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
want my partner here to convince you that you do know her?
What?
I'm giving you the straight dope. I don't know no Gene Archer.
How would I know? It's so hard. Look,
What
sometimes
happens
their
to the
faces
cars
do
once
just
they
move.
cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
No way.
Give me something, Velasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think it'll last?
God.
Okay. I
my
hear you.
God.
The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Velasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
Okay.
Come on, Velasco. You must have an address.
That's not the way they work. They keep moving around, never the same address twice.
You had a chance to cooperate, Velasco. See you in 10 years when you get out.
Damn.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval, Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk.
This is a pretty interesting case because
Your
it's
GTA
like-
suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
I'm really liking this case. I like the organized crime aspect of it.
Come on! We don't want to lose her!
Oh, it really was just like that.
It'll only take a little while longer than I'm not with
LAPD. We'll take it from
LAPD.
here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? That could be very nice.
Hey,
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
Whoa.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made zero. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
Fair enough.
How long
I
have
get
you
it.
and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
Wait, we didn't say his first name. Wait, am I tripping? Didn't... That's...
You're lying. James Belasco. I don't remember mentioning his first
Yeah,
name,
it's
Miss Archer.
It's a
Oh,
fucking lie.
Well, I think you did, didn't you? Well, I'm sure of it. Anyway, I don't know him.
You weren't sharp enough to lie to me, Gene. You and James Belasco share the same address on your pink slips. We have him in a cell.
Okay, so I know the creep. The pink slips are real. The home addresses are always vacant lots. Bigelow is always boasting that the paperwork is legit and that if we stick to our stories...
And don't try and sell the car?
Yeah, that too.
Bigelow.
Tell me where you picked up the car, Miss Archer.
Look, I can't remember. Let me go, will you? Please. What have I got to do?
You're lying. You remember just fine.
And how exactly do you know that? Are we finished talking? I'm tired of this.
Oh my god.
Some career advice, Gene. Get out of crime. Marry someone boring who has money and will find you captivating.
Is this guy for real?
He takes a little getting used to, but yeah, he generally means what he says.
Damn it. So we have to go to the pink slip place now? Why can't anyone in this city be normal? Always saying nasty things to me.
Rochester, stop holding my hand. I'm all right. Hello, Mary. Hello, Jack. Hey, Mary, it's good to see you again. Everybody missed you last week.
Well, it was nice of you to let me go back to Plainfield for Mom and Papa's 40th anniversary. Anniversary. Hello,
Careful!
Polly. Well, hello.
That'll cost us like...
Poor Molly, southern girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable rules. Slow down!
How was the anniversary party, Mary?
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait, scrap that second half of the question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now, get some. Yep, I'm with you on the blonde. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
A standard?
What are we talking about? Locker room talk, boys. We're just yapping.
Something wrong, Mr. Benny? No, Dennis. It's nothing that would interest you.
His mother would be proud of him catching all those criminals.
What? No, can't talk to this guy. He's just taking a smoke break. Just taking a smoke break.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic
You can
detective
show
from
me
Central
your
Division.
hands,
Who's in
scumbag.
charge here?
I am Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
I guess we're gonna look around. Yeah, we're in an investigation zone. I can hear the music. No evidence here. It's just a guy. So let's talk.
We have some questions for you, Mr.
I bet I
Lightfall.
missed the thing though.
Mr. Lightfall, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, detective. As a matter of fact, We had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
I believe that.
You sure
Fuck
you don't
me,
know
man.
either of them?
Never heard of either gentleman.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the
I
Coombs
suck at
Automotive
this.
Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
I feel like doubt is like very rarely wrong.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
Oh, Bigelow. Hold on. Bigelow was mentioned, right? Because, yeah, Bigelow...
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightball. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer.
Because that... he was mentioned by what's-her-face, by G.
We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Fuck, we could have gotten him on it. They're all in on it, and I'm letting them all get away. Fireproof warehouse. Pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back here. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. This is also a pretty long case, too.
Are you blind?
I will say one of the cool things about this case is the fact that we haven't met the, like, mastermind or whatever yet. It's a very interesting, it's fun to sort of have like a delay on
a couple of black and whites.
the like main antagonist of the story.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
Think so, huh?
Throw out the guns.
What was that? Good eye.
That barrel does not explode.
Put your weapons down and your hands in the air.
Oh. Took my hat off.
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Oh my god.
Find some cover. That's towards the end. I heard something.
In here? Oh, here. He let all his boys get blasted and then went.
All right, don't shoot. Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He
Maybe
doesn't
I
move
will.
until I've tossed this place.
Out of my way. I didn't mean to drop my gun. Ah, we got the slips.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas.
And then... what else would there be here? What's this?
Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
So he's in on it. Okay, so they're like moving guns for cars. For criminals.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
Oh, he's indebted to the mob.
We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Battle of the Bulge. I can't give you anything.
Damn, Coon, Battle of the Bulge. The crazy. What a
You
whack
know about
case.
marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
Don't lie to me. I'm not in the mood for any more lies.
The slips are the real deal, and I order them from Marquis. I want a
Oh my
mouthpiece.
God.
The organization employs a very good one. Does a great job of keeping Mickey C out on the streets.
Whether you give up your bosses
No,
or not,
that's the
Bigelow,
only question.
you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place
This
up.
case is not going well. This case is not going well. Damn, we still haven't found the main guy, because Bigelow wasn't even the main guy.
I heard this is a triple homicide. Is that true?
No, it was more like a quintuple homicide. What? What the? Maybe even an octuple homicide? It killed like 10 people. Dectuple?
mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, we shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. But guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong, that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightball, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Always one of the two.
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
Pages. Alright, let's arrest this guy.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
What?
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
It's the betting slips, right? Surely. Surely it's the betting slips.
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightball.
I agree. I have a small problem.
What's a bit of gambling?
I'm prepared to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper.
You need to shut up now, Lightball.
Get in.
Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed a nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire, more than a dozen dead criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps.
Kiss him on the mouth.
Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you?
Nail?
I want to finish reading this.
What the? I want to see what I missed. I'm so curious. I swear my vehicle damage goes up every... Bigelow might be a hood, but he had third on low tone. That would have flipped it if encouraged. Okay. Oh, so that really, he just didn't give him, okay. So he would have just, okay, so like, you can still solve, flashback? We haven't got one of these in a while. It's been like 2 or 3 cases.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
What?
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate in 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How is that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
This guy was willing to write his own mother after I sweated him.
See you later, fellas. Try not to work too hard.
Look at you, bouncing with the girl. There's a tear to my eye watching my caterpillar grow.
What is he saying?
I'm just trying to fit in.
Educated, hardworking, straight as an arrow. I hate to break it to you, Cole, but you'll never fit in. So.
Oh.
His mother would be proud of him catching all those criminals.
Who's saying the voices?
I'm busy.
Can we see it from here? Oh yeah, that's cool. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna take a quick break before we head into the final hour of the stream. So gonna BRB. I'm back. Let's get into it. Let's go. I was eating a saltine cracker. Sorry. Well, like two saltine crackers. And I got more water. Do we have to drive up there? Yeah, I'm gonna RP walk up. Now run.
He wants a 5-star goddamn wedding.
How is this place not walkable even in 1947? I do think it's interesting how the game, in the banter he has with the cops, it's mirroring Cole's sort of struggle to fit in the military as well.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, Beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
What?
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight.
What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Was anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, we'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passenger's a Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Okay.
Hey, out of the way, bub.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
Yes. How do we find a way down there? This is cool. I like the environmental, like the verticality of this case. It's very dynamic.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
I'll do this one first. Dear Jesse, please, dear, come home. December. I don't know. It's California, so it's impossible to tell time of years. If you're worried about your father, don't be. All is forgiven. He's a hot temper.
She's a long way from home.
But you're still his little girl, and he loves you. I know he didn't mean those things he said. You're a good, decent girl, dear, and you're not made for Hollywood. I was 15 once myself. I wanted to be just like Clara Bow, and wear lovely dresses and kiss handsome men. But once I grew up and married your father, I realized I would never have been happy in that life. You'll realize it one day too. I'm sure Aunt Junie's looking after you. Oh, so this is her niece. But I can't help worrying. You know what your old mother's like. The world is a very dangerous place for young girls, especially ones with stars in their eyes. Stars are nice to look at, but sometimes they can blind you to what's right in front of your nose. Oh my god. Emma and Molly miss you awfully. Emma's getting so pretty now, and little Molly is bright as a button, just like you were at her age. They need their big sister to look out for them. Dear, dear Jesse, please come back. I'm frightened for you. I can't help feeling something terrible is going to happen. I cry for you every night. Your loving mother, Camille Hamilton. That's sad. I've not read cursive in so long. I was low-key fighting. Low-key fighting for my life trying to read through that. Jesus Christ.
They've been torn off. Where did you find them?
They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
Serious case. Wait, so what else did he want us to see? License plate. Probably the front plate. This is gonna be one of our more serious cases.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
Yeah, that's a drunk driving tip.
Drunk driver?
Maybe not.
How so?
Well, a head I found without
What
a
the
body
fuck?
piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
What the fuck, man?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an
Doing
Indian
Shakespeare?
shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess. Then
Plaster
paint
of
it.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
Okay.
How does someone manage to tip their ride straight off a cliff? If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Anything else we're missing? I think that's all of it. I mean, we're not going to get much else. There's not a lot of evidence other than the car and the King Cola billboard. Idiot doesn't know how to drive, lol. Yeah, that's what, yeah, man.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like.
Damn.
Keep out of this.
You, I don't like. Get his ass, Jude. So this... How do your tests go? So this, what's happening here, this character, June Ballard, very, what did I say, Sunset Boulevard, we talked about, on Tuesday? Super, like, eccentric, older, like, aging star, like, she's 41, she's not, like, old, right, but, like, aging, in very heavy quotes, starlet, B-movie actress and driver of Crash Chevy style. Doping.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McAfee. The officer says that you claimed that you were drugged. Who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
It's a serious offense to withhold information from the police during a criminal investigation, madam.
I told you to call me June. You're making me feel like an old lady.
Oh my god.
And don't bother your handsome head about this. My husband will settle the score with Mark Bishop.
Okay, that's a name. You can work with that.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into
Yeah, it's been a rough day.
movies.
Her head got cracked on
What
the glass.
more can I say?
How old is Jessica, Mrs. Ballard?
I couldn't say how old Jessica is. Old enough, sweetheart, as the saying goes.
Huh? That's your niece. Why did... I guess I should have hit lie on that one? Okay.
We found a shrunken head. It was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs.
Fair, you know,
The
fair enough.
last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
I normally don't drive. Oh, I don't have any intuitions.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
I keep coming back to this.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer.
Don't say she kind of bad.
Involvement.
Come on, man.
You just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it, and this is where I end up.
Mrs. McAfee, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back
Yeah,
to
I guess I should have checked her on the lie because I
I'm
had the
going to
letter
be
that
okay.
that was her niece.
These guys can take me home after. My lawyer and I have talked to the news hounds.
Mrs. McAfee,
The
you are
news
still under the influence of narcotics, and you're likely to go into shock once the drugs wear off.
And I thought you were a heel. It's nice of you to be concerned.
I think we're good here. Let's go see what we can shake out of the kid.
Shit. Now I have to walk back to my car. I should have driven up here.
This is awful. Just awful. Why can't we get any closer?
What? The people in this city are freaks. I say as I do my weird little, like, Mario run. Careful down the steps. Run, run, run. Careful down the steps. I want to play a video game where you can go 2 steps at a time. What? I'm tired of being objectified in this city.
You're not the only one in the street, you know. Oh, sister, I was so tight I couldn't walk.
Huh? Central Receiving Hospital. Oh, wait, we TP'd there. We didn't even... Sorry, there's like a cat reaching her hand under my door.
Hello, Detective Phelps, here to interview a Jessica Hamilton.
Jessica Hamilton. Oh, yes. She's in the room, right behind you, Detective.
Why'd she say it like that? She's in the room.
You can't hold
Right
me
behind
here. No, I don't need
Feeling
me
better
handled
since
by
this
a
morning,
doctor.
Jessica?
I need my lawyer.
A little. My head
Where
still
is the
feels...
telephone? Do you know who I am?
Hello, Jessica. My name is Cole Phelps. I'm a policeman. I'd like to talk to you about your accident, if that's okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me what you remember about the crash?
It's all kind of fuzzy. I remember waking up here. Nothing happened yesterday.
You're holding out on me, Jessica.
Please, I want my doctor. I'm not sure I can answer any more questions right now.
We need to get in touch with your parents, Jessica.
I couldn't...
Tell them what has happened.
Oh, you don't need to worry them. They sent me along to stay with Aunt June. They trust her to take care of me.
Well, I know that's a lie.
You're lying, Jessica. How are we going to make this right if you lie to us?
Please, Detective, why would I lie to you?
We have the letter.
Because you're a runaway, Jessica, and you don't have your parents' permission to be here. Now, do you want to tell me what really happened?
I went with Junie to this strange place. It's difficult to remember. Someone gave me a drink to calm my nerves, and then I felt faint. I think I must have passed out.
How did you meet Mr. Bishop?
Well, Junie is a big movie star. You probably know that. She's doing a new movie.
It's so... The faces make it so hard. I feel like that's true, right? But
what do you know about Bishop?
He makes movies. I had to do a screen test. That's when you say some lines in front of the camera with the lights turned on you.
Damn it.
I know what happened to you, Jessica. Where exactly did it take place?
Please, it's scary. It's really difficult to think of anything.
Someone tried to kill
I was supposed to
you,
hit
Jessica.
lie on
You
that
get
one,
it?
dude?
Forget about being
Oh
in
my
movies. It's time to act like
God,
a
I
grown-up.
hit down. It's so...
I had to wear a robe and lay down on a stone. There were lights, a camera. It's not my fault. I'm not a bad girl. Why are you trying to hurt me?
You should think about going home, Jessica. You're getting mixed up with people who will treat you like last week's trash.
Are you crazy? I can't go home. I want to be a star.
Oh my god, it's so difficult to tell the difference between lie and doubt.
It's the tale of this town, Cole. Lambs that go willingly to slaughter. Who the hell is that?
Must be her lawyer. He certainly expedited her release.
I don't like it, Cole. Why is she in such a hurry? We should follow
I think
her.
she sold out her niece to that guy.
There she goes. Come on.
Because they said she's a B-movie starlet, so I bet.
Ballard is definitely up to something.
Oh.
She seems to have made a remarkably speedy recovery.
I'm gonna try to stay like 1 to 2 cars behind her at all times. Oh, there was a crazy car chase the other day that you missed. It was really good.
Get in there and see what she's up to.
Find a booth and it was...
No, I don't want him taught a lesson. You know what I want.
Well, no, because she said her husband... So maybe she didn't sell out her niece.
Well, then make someone else do it.
But she's definitely trying to get this
Still know
guy
people
killed.
out here, don't you? Then make some calls. I'm going to be very clear about this. You get this done, or I'm... Wilson's Hotel. Mr. Mark Bishop, that son of a bitch, lives in apartment 803.
That's useful information.
Sure, I got the film.
Or maybe she did sell out her niece to try to blackmail him, and then he tried to kill her. Something like that. There are a few.
So what's the story? I'm guessing she didn't stop for light refreshments.
She made a call. Sounds like Mark Bishop has a heap of trouble headed his way. I've got an address. Wilson's Hotel, apartment 803.
Oh, shit. You better step on it.
If he's got any sense, he'll be as far away from home as possible.
If he had any sense, he wouldn't have tried bumping off Guy McCaffrey's wife in the first place.
True.
Or he'd have done the job properly. McCaffrey will break a fella's legs just for looking at the girl.
What did you make of the kid?
Look out!
I think she was doped out of her tiny mind and given the casting couch. That fucking bitch Ballard sold her out.
Yeah, I'm convinced of that, yeah.
So if Ballard was doing someone a favor, why did they try to kill her?
Because she tried to blackmail him with the footage.
All units in the vicinity in car 11K, 11 King, a 415 in progress at apartment 803, Wilson's Apartment Hotel, 1220 West 7th Street, Westlake Park. 11K code 3, all other units code 2. KGPL clear.
Gun it! Let's get to the apartment before someone gets hurt.
You the cops? I tried to stop them. It's room 803, left out of the elevator.
Damn, he's bloodied. Oh, God. He did not press A.
Sounds like we're about to make it a hat trick of hysterical female witnesses.
Why did he say that?
Look, lady, I compelled you before I compelled you.
Give it up!
Oh.
LAPD!
I'm about to break your goddamn law.
Oh no, I lost my hat.
Curse you and your children.
Ow. Stop. I don't block. I don't block. I don't block. I don't block. I'm not blocking. Can't make me. I'm not blocking. Let's go. One of us is gonna go down. Let's see it. Let's see it, big man. Let's see it, big man. Let's see it, big man. Pathetic.
You must be out of your tiny mind.
Let me get on this. I may not be able to drive, but I can fight with the best of them. Who are those guys? I just walked in, beat two guys up, and was like, alright, who are they? So,
Are you injured, Mrs. Bishop?
I'm all right now. Those horrible, awful men.
your hairstyle's whack.
Perhaps you should sit down, ma'am.
Yes, yes. Forgive me, officers. I'm very flushed. I'll just sit down for a moment.
That's perfectly normal, ma'am. Take a moment while we look around.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see what we can find.
Just look at this mess.
Not everything here is going to be wrong.
Yeah, it's just a broken clock. Am I about to sneeze?
Looks like a mermaid in the background. Silver screen.
Who are these men in the picture?
My husband, Mark, and Marlon Hopgood. They work together on occasion. That's Hopgood's shop.
Okay, Hopgood. It's a name to keep in mind. Ah, this is a classic.
Whether this is going to help us.
Of color and color mixing. Do we mean... I'm gonna assume they mean paint. I'm going to assume that's a book on color theory and nothing else. Ooh, money. Kappa fiver.
This isn't what we're looking for. Seems irrelevant.
Oh, okay. It does look like they're looking for something.
Maybe. No. tell me anything.
What about this book? No, it's just these two. Oh, hold on, there's...
Great Wall of Babylon. A replica of a replica.
What do we have here?
Looks like the old movie set downtown.
Okay. That might be where he took Jessica. Is that her name? A Bible.
It doesn't appear to be connected.
God is connected to all things? Oh, hold on, a hat. Oh, that's my hat. That I lost getting my ass beat.
Don't think this is anything.
It's just a vase. Gay cowboys. That's a classic, yeah.
Doesn't look like anything.
Buddha statue. This guy practices multiple religions? Now that's suspicious.
I doubt it.
What about the ring?
Don't think this is any use to us.
The lipstick, maybe?
I don't think so.
I'm just looking through this lady's stuff, I think. I don't... Yeah, none of this is actually anything. That's... Now, what is this? A check.
What do you have to do to earn $20,000?
I mean, that life insurance policy for that guy 2 cases ago was like $16,000. Bank of Arcadia.
No good to me.
Bunch of scripts. Can I open this? No.
Presented to Mark.
From Silver Screen Props. That okay, so we know because the head, the shrunken head prop, so we know he has access to props. The Happy General. Jungle Drums. What's this one? Fight game. Nothing in here, really. Do one more go around. I like this little window into the other room thing. I feel like it's like a thing I like seeing, but I wouldn't want it in my own house. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Anything on the balcony? Other than my beautiful face? Alright, let's some air in.
Those men, I think they work for Guy McAfee. Do you know the name?
No. Why should I?
June Ballard is married to Guy McAfee. Have you heard of her?
That slut. She's been badgering my husband for days.
Mrs. McAfee alleges that your husband tried to kill her and her friend last night. I think you should tell us what you know.
My husband's a movie producer. This has something to do with his new picture. He doesn't include me in his business.
Shit, see, that could be true, but he must have floated something, right?
June Ballard said she had a deal to be in his new picture.
Mark repeatedly told her no. He had Joan Leslie lined up for the role. That's how he got the finance. June made all kinds of threats. She was very rude to me.
You know June Ballard?
We were both on the same picture a few years back. That's how I met my husband.
Where can we find your husband, ma'am?
He told me he would be on set. That's all I know.
You are complicit in all of this, Gloria. You know what happens to these poor deluded kids, and you go along with it. I need to find your husband.
did you come to Hollywood, Detective? Handsome young man like you might find a little something in the movies. You've never thought about it?
What is...
No, I haven't.
Well, then you must be the only person in this burg who hasn't. We're born into temptation, Detective. It's character that determines what we do about it.
Did you just quote Mewtwo?
Why is your husband paying Lorna Hopgood $20,000?
Lorna? Marlon's ex-wife? Are you sure?
Okay, so that was a question that she asked. I guess lie?
You're lying, Mrs. Bishop. It's some kind of payoff. You know exactly what the money is for and who it's getting paid to.
Do I? Would you like to prove that, Detective?
I mean, I have to check, right?
Your husband looks like he's being blackmailed. They obviously have something on him if he's prepared to kill to cover it up. Why is the payment going to Hopgood and not McAfee?
Lorna works at a check-cashing place in Hollywood. You need to ask Hopgood why he needs that much money in cash.
Your husband is in trouble. It could go easier for him if you were more helpful, Mrs. Bishop.
He's a big boy, Detective, and so are you. This is Hollywood. There's always a deal to be done.
Okay. I'm gonna use your phone.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need a location on a silver screen prop store.
Just a moment. Silver Screen Props, corner 3rd and Figueroa.
Oh, I know where that is.
An aging movie star, a wannabe starlet, a movie producer's wife. Finally rubbing shoulders with the almost rich and famous.
And from the stories they've given us, clearly none of them can act.
Or wisecracking.
Mrs. Bishop knows more than she's letting on.
She doesn't seem to realize how much trouble her husband is in. The LAPD are the least of their worries right now.
Yeah, you'd think she'd have gotten the hint after those hatchet men redecorated her apartment.
Maybe she's just loyal.
Or she's in on it. She didn't seem like your average giddy broad with nothing between the ears.
Or she might just be trying to buy enough time for Bishop to put a couple of oceans between him and the captain.
I think she's
when the dishes have been cleared away and the shades gone, the car is readily converted into a motion picture theater with seats for 50 persons. Two projectors provide uninterrupted entertainment, and for the first night audience, the Jesse Theater presents Mark Hellinger's newest hit, Swell Guy. This is the last word in traveling luxury, another step in the campaign to modernize American Railroad. You don't have to miss that picture you wanted to see, nor your favorite star. Now you can see them underway on board the Theater on Rail.
Why swear? Okay, we saw the picture was here. The picture was taken here. It's loading in. There it is. Me without coffee on a Monday, am I right, gamers?
Phelps and Bukowski, LAPD. We're investigating the attempted murder of June Ballard and Jessica Hamilton.
Christ! I'm Marlon Hopgood. How can I help?
You hold castings here?
How'd you hear about that? I got a little soundstage out back.
Lead the way.
Is Louis Armstrong playing?
Keep him here, Stefan. I'm gonna take a look around.
What's this got to do with me?
Don't try my patience, knucklehead.
Oh yeah, we got it. I mean, either one, right? These are the same type of shrunken head prop. So if we can find one that's like missing its I guess find a stick that's missing a head. Oh, well the pills are probably just better evidence, actually.
Doping a 15-year-old kid and abusing her in a screen test. What is wrong with these people?
Yeah, I mean, this works. Yeah, this will work for evidence. Alright, we got it. Anything else? Oh.
Turn off the lights, Hopgood.
Why would I want to do that?
Humor him.
Oh, and there's a secret camera.
One-way mirrors. There's a room on the other side.
Huh. Well. Find a way into that peep den, Phelps. I'll stay here and keep our pervert company.
Can't be that way, Phelps. You couldn't fit a rat through there.
Anything in here? Why is he critique? Oh, what? Oh God. There's a. I bet this is a. Is this a one-way mirror too? Is he trying to roadrunner my ass? Yeah. The fake painted wall is crazy. Why did we kick the wall? Okay, so there was a normal mirror in the bathroom. Oh God.
Jungle Drums, 8th and Francisco. Attention, Mark Bishop.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got it. Pretty damning.
So what happened to the film of Hamilton's screen test?
Oh. What's-her-face has it. The aging starlet lady. This is the same alcohol that was at his place, but obviously that's not like evidence of anything. Anything else? Wait. No, I was right. It does go into the bathroom. So. Okay, I was right. There's something I missed here. That's not the bathroom. Maybe it was just this camera. Looks like I got everything in here. And now to go beat the shit out of this guy. Looking around to see if I can tie any of these to the... Ooh, no, this is the one. This one. We got it.
So this is where you sprang from.
Now we got it. Now it's the same type of head, so now we can tie it all together. Oh, newspaper.
Listen, I have to call you back. I got some business here.
Sit down, Courtney. This is Mickey. Mickey, this is Courtney Sheldon. What would you like to drink?
Scotch.
He was in the
Straight up.
last newspaper, right?
I hear you're back at school learning to be a doctor, kid.
Yes. That's right, Mr.
So
Cohen.
you want to be a doctor and a dope peddler. Interesting combination, huh?
Do we have a problem, Mr. Cohen?
We might have, yeah. Selling your dope to my boy Lenny looked like a good move, but Lenny has been supplying, wholesale, so to speak. The Bindle boys in this town aren't used to the juice without a little of the middleman taking his cut.
Lenny promised that wouldn't happen, Mr. Cohen. And Lenny works for you.
What can I say about Lenny? Let me think. Oh yeah, he's a putz. And he's lazy, and he's greedy, but he's my wife's brother. And how can you make a cake with those ingredients, huh? Yeesh.
So how is that my problem, Mr. Cohen?
Well, kid, the only way we're going to be able to make this work is to do some repackaging. We need to get the dope out of those dinky little cardboard boxes and...
Surrettes.
Yeah, surrettes. Right. We can put it into a big vat so we can water it down a little bit.
I won't bore you with the chemistry, but it doesn't work that way. You're likely to kill even more people.
Okay, listen. We want to buy you out, kid. I'll offer you 50 grand.
That's a lot of money for that time. I mean, I guess now.
Hey! You don't like my offer? The Sheldon kid? I think I want him dead.
I'm so curious how this ties into the rest of the game. I'm so curious. Did I miss one of the papers too? I feel like I did. Oh my god, it's so loud. Anything over here? Trash can, recycling bin, props, matte paintings. I wish I had an excuse to do talks on matte paintings. Anyway, hey, we're gonna kill you, man.
You ever do any work for Mark Bishop?
Mainly do work for the studios. RKO, Republic, Warner Brothers. So yeah, when Bishop is doing work for a studio, yes.
When did you last see him?
Now I'm doing work for his next picture. Still pre-production though. Haven't seen him around here in a while.
Okay, so that's a lie.
I know you're lying, Hopgood. Bishop was here, and you know exactly what he was doing and what he left lying around afterwards.
You come in here without a warrant, and now you start throwing your weight around?
I have a drugged-up 15-year-old girl, and you have chloral hydrate in your drinks cabinet.
Yeah.
You give me something, or I will break your fucking jaw, Hopgood.
Get his ass.
Bishop was here with June Ballard and the girl. A lot of producers and directors use this place. I'm not responsible for what goes on here.
Huh?
McAfee's men are looking for Bishop. We need to find him first. Any idea where he might have gone to ground?
If he really tried to kill McAfee's wife, my advice to him would be to leave town.
I'm warning you, Hopgood. If you give him up to McAfee and we find out about it...
Wind it back a notch, tough guy. I'm telling you, I don't know where he is.
I guess that was the truth, yeah.
What's the deal with you and June Ballard?
Look, buddy, I make props. I hardly ever meet the talent unless it's something tailor-made for them, like a sword or something.
I don't think that's true. There's something... There's something I'm missing, I feel like. Like, I don't think he's telling the truth. I'll just doubt it, I guess.
Ballard was out, then she's in, then Bishop visits this place and goes crazy. You're in it somehow.
These clowns fuck young girls on the couch. The girls think they're going to be stars. They really put their backs into it.
Whoa.
It's a price they're willing to pay.
Jesus
None
Christ.
of them will press charges.
That's all for now, Hopgood. We're taking you in.
Fuck. What? Was that a... I guess it... Well, what
Roy
if it
Earl
was
advised.
lies?
Hold on a moment.
Maybe I missed the evidence.
This is clearly a vice case. You've been roughing up my informant?
Hopgood is a vice informer?
Yes, he is, Phelps, and a very important one. Look at that mug. Have you been upsetting these two officers, Marlon?
So we just drop it?
You do if you know what's good for you. You need to catch the movie producer before an angry husband does, from what I'm hearing.
I'll be making a full report to the captain, Detective.
You do that, kid. We're all very impressed with you.
Let it slide, Cole. Let's get out of here.
Oh. Okay, so...
Detectives.
Oh, shit.
Johnny Goldberg. You work for Mickey C.
That's right, detectives.
You wouldn't happen to know the guys who roughed up Mrs. Bishop earlier today by any chance?
No, not us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's the husband we'd like to talk to.
This is a police matter. You don't want to be taken in for obstruction of justice, do you, boys?
You could try the obstruction rap, but it won't stick. We could beat that.
You've had your 10 cents worth, gentlemen.
Bishop knows how the world works. Mrs. McAfee hits him up for a movie part, happens every day. But Bishop takes it a step too far and tries to rub out Mrs. McAfee. Naturally, Guy is going to get upset.
What made you think Bishop would be here?
We figure he might be planning a little accident for Hopgood, too. Those two guys have got some unfinished business. You let us know if you find Bishop. Guy McAfee can be a very generous man.
I'm only going to warn you once, gentlemen. Stay out of this. This is a police matter. We will be bringing Mark Bishop into custody.
At least he's polite. Kind of dumb, but polite.
But I'm a lot less polite, you smug son of a bitch. So let me put it in ruder terms that even a pair of blockheads like you might understand. The only reason that you don't have bars on your windows already is because you're small fry. And we don't waste our time on small fry. You stay away from Bishop, and you stay away from me. Is that clear enough for you, asshole? Now run along back to your boss so we can pat you on the head and tell you what good boys you are.
Oh.
I don't think they like you.
Oh, shit. Okay, real quick before I know something really exciting just happened. Really quick, super important. We talked at the beginning of this mission. They talked about how Cole was starting to get along and banter with the other detectives and all that stuff, right? And he was like, I'm just doing it to try to fit in. And then his partner was like, Cole, you'll never fit in. You're too straight-laced and, like, responsible, whatever. And then we're doing this whole case, and then the advice guy comes in and is like, hey, you're fucked up my informant. And they're like, we need to take your informant in. He's enabling a sex trafficking ring. And he's like, da-da-da. So we're getting all this stuff, like, coming together. And that also ties into the flashback that we got at the beginning of this, showing Cole in the military and all that stuff, and the voiceover. So we're getting... It's filling out, right? It was like we were setting it up, and now we're starting to get some of those payoffs. Cool. Anyway.
They really don't want anybody getting to Bishop before they do.
I need to be closer, Cole.
Keep it steady. I'll try and run these tires. We need to lose those fools, Phelps.
Let's see him chase us now. On to the movie set, Phelps. Let's roll.
Oh, Christ. And they say working traffic is like watching paint dry.
You know how to piss people off, McCluskey.
Hey, if they're prepared to gun down cops in broad daylight,
McAfee really means business.
Seems like we're the only ones who want Bishop alive.
I have a good mind just to let him go work on the son of a bitch. I'm about done putting my life on the line to protect some child molester.
That's our job, unfortunately. They don't get to dole out the justice.
There are bullet holes in my fucking Also, this ties into what we were talking about earlier with filler too, right? Where like a lot of that filler is about exploring the city and like integrating Cole into the whole like he's a cop, people know him thing. So now this payoff into like, oh, LAPD is not the beacon of justice that Cole is very and we got some of that with his partner too, the banter between him and his partner in the previous case.
There's the slippery bastard now.
No. God damn it!
Mark Bishop, stop! LAPD! Get him, Phelps. I'll cover the exit. 11K calling KGPL.
Let's bag this SOB.
The abandoned movie set. My partner is pursuing suspect on foot. Code 3, KGPL.
This is a cool movie set.
We're trying to help you, Bishop. This is all a big mistake.
I don't know about that. Damn, bro, Clyde steps so fast.
Us or McAfee's boys, your choice. I didn't do anything.
Oh my god. Okay, well that's just a lot. Don't take me. Oh.
Bishop, that's enough. That girl made it all up.
What? I don't know about that one. Oh shit. Pretty shoddy work.
Don't make this any harder on yourself, Bishop.
He's gonna fall through the floorboards, I bet. Or, I don't know.
Mark Bishop, you're under arrest for the attempted murder of June Ballard and the rape and attempted murder of Jessica Hamilton.
All right, I'll come quietly. Just don't kill me.
I'm not gonna kill
If you found me, then McAfee's goons will too. Oh, we need to get out of here.
Oh shit.
All right, but you stay close. Any tricks, and I'll save McAfee's boys the trouble.
Follow me. I know another way out of this place.
Who is this guy? Oh, is he the guy in the paper?
Christ, detectives are trying to kill me!
Did the guy in the newspaper work for McAfee? Was he one of... I don't know if I caught who McAfee is.
Last chance to back the hell down.
Shit.
assist.
Oh my God, they're everywhere.
Oh, thank God their hitbox is extended.
It's this way.
Oh.
Kill them, for God's sake! I don't want to die!
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
Why are those on the movie side?
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Kill a cop. That is the electric chair.
Is this really the best McCaffrey's got?
Oh.
You have to get me out of here.
That was pretty clean. Wait, how did he drop down?
This is insanity.
Oh, that's my partner now. Oh my
For the love of God, how many are there?
That's what I'm using, dude. Jesus. Thank God the set is filled with exploding barrels. God love Hollywood movie magic.
Get him over here. I'll cover you. Come on. The cavalry's here.
Holy.
I don't want to die here.
Hey, that makes two of us.
Follow me.
all
We need to get him to the car.
We'll fix it in post.
There's an army of them.
Find some cover.
Oh.
I should have known that
Get
bitch
into the
was
car. I can
trouble.
cover you from here. You're almost there.
Oh, that's fine.
Stay down.
Okay, so why did it just cut to him reloading?
Now, this is what I call a result. Mark Bishop, erstwhile film producer, an all-around piece of shit, catches a fast ticket to Quentin for statch rape and attempted murder. So he gets to spend the next 15 years playing sissy instead of sticking it to little girls. That is justice with a capital J, Detective Phelps.
Thank you, Captain.
Developed such a reputation, I'm not going to be able to hold on to you any longer. You're getting promoted. Go on, get your new assignment.
Ooh.
It was good working with you, son.
I'll miss you, Stefan. You were kind of mean to me, and, you know, you didn't like women all that much. I think you were racist, and, you know, a bunch of other stuff, but, you know, you were a good partner.
Phelps, Bukowski, this your work?
Can I help you, Detective?
Sorry, Cap. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. This is a traffic case. You need something?
I'm here to buy a drink for the 2 LAPD traffic cops who broke the back of Guy McAfee's private army. You don't have a problem with that, do you, Captain?
See, here's that conflict.
Go right ahead.
Get in. I'm buying.
Oh. No, I don't want to. Oh, we've seen a pack of cigarettes for, lighters from this place.
You'll like this place. A lot of movie people hang out here. You like jazz, Cole? The hopheads love it.
You like jazz, Cole?
Yes. Big bands and swing I can understand, but this bebop palaver? How are you supposed to dance to that?
With your soul, man. This dude's flaming bebop? This guy hates jazz. That's crazy.
This is Phelps, Leroy. Be nice to him. You'll like this place. They treat you right.
You like a table, Roy?
What do you think we want to do? Stand at the bar like
I'll
chumps?
get a table ready for you then.
Don't look so happy to see me, Alphonse. I might get the wrong impression. Cole, this is Alphonse. He's a French Negro from Africa. Can you beat that?
The Congo.
A pleasure to meet you, Alphonse.
Is Elsa singing tonight?
Yes, she is. She has the next set.
Come on, Cole. You can meet Elsa while they're fixing us a table. You'll like her. She's something else.
Maybe another night, Roy. She's pretty beat up about it.
Get your hands off me. Don't ever tell me what to do or what not to do, Alphonse. You got a nice club here. Don't spoil it.
If you will follow me, detectives. Just through the door.
Now,
Was my only real friend, Harlan. We went through it all. Do you realize what he meant to me?
Of course I do.
You have no idea. You said it was construction work.
It was an industrial accident, Elsa. How can I be held responsible?
Elsa, are you going on?
Louis, for God's sake, he was my best friend. The only man who ever loved me without putting his hands on me.
Hi, Elsa. Here's someone I'd like you to meet. Cole Phelps, war hero and crime fighter extraordinaire.
This is crazy.
Why would I want to meet another fascist from the LAPD?
Sorry about this, Cole. What an evening I'm having. First a Negro puts his hands on me, and then this. Who do you think you're talking to, you German junkie whore? Don't you ever forget your place with me again. Do you hear me? Evening, Doc. How's business?
Sanguine. Louis, help me here. I'm gonna have to give her something before her performance.
Blow it off, Cole. These artsy-fartsy types always get a little flighty. Meet Dr. Harlan Fontaine, doctor to the stars.
This is the guy in the newspapers.
Hollywood. So
Oh,
about that
shit.
drink, boys?
This is the newspaper guy. Oh, shit. This case stemmed without an account of Jessica's ordeal from or Jessica herself. Fuck. What? Why are we time skipping?
All right, gentlemen, take your seats. Let's get this over before lunch. Clyde Rose of the Homicide Squad has decided to take early retirement. We will all miss Floyd and the steely edge he brought to his police work. The department has arranged a wee drink at the Galway Arms to quench the mighty thirst. A man gets...
I'm still convinced this guy does not actually work for the department. He's just a dude they let hang out.
Floyd's departure leaves a place at the top table, and the chief has seen fit to promote Cole Phelps from burglary to the homicide desk.
Damn, we skipped
Stand up,
burglary?
Phelps. Take a chair. You're in the major leagues now, Sonny.
I want to do burglary.
Rusty Galloway, a fine lawman of the old school, will be taking you under his wing. Your first case is the murder of a woman, found last night and bearing all the signs of the werewolf. Get out to the scene, lads.
Is that a serial killer or something?
someone gonna tell us what the hell is
City
going on?
and attend to street crimes. Each desk offers a new set of street crimes and incidents.
Need a drink.
Okay, so I'm not gonna play anymore today, but I do want to talk. A lot of shit happened on the back end there that I really want to talk about before we end stream, because that shit was crazy. Hold up. Hold up. Say what? Okay, like 50 things happened there that I think where to start? I mean, I guess we'll just work our way back, right? Because we talked about some of it going through there, but then we see all the stuff with the vice cop being just like an absolute son of a bitch, just a horrible fucking human being. But then we're introduced, the big thing, the crazy thing, right, was seeing the doctor, right? Like, that was fucking nuts. And we talked about, like, filler, but the thing is that, like, the newspaper stuff was not filler. It was... So, I don't think I've talked about this on stream, but one second. Okay, so in stories, in all types of stories, I mentioned this briefly when talking about filler, but you've got like A plot and B plot. And then you can keep going, right? You can say C plot, D plot, whatever, right? The core concept is that your A plot is the main thing that you're following, and then the B plot is the stuff in between, the stuff that's going on in the background. Now, there's sort of two approaches. There's one where you'll have the B plot enforce thematic elements. That's a pretty common thing, where the B plot is enforcing thematic elements, or, I mean, another thing is like character development can be B plot sometimes. Or it's more like it's like a subplot, right? But then what's happening here, which is super interesting, is that our A plot, right, in this game has been this episodic I guess episodic stories, right? We've been jumping between cases and seeing Cole rise through the ranks. Right? Now and the newspaper was our B plot. Right? Or like the closest thing we have, it was more like a C plot, honestly, because the B plot was the military flashbacks. So actually what we're looking at with the doctor and the newspapers was the C plot. Right, I'll just put doctor. I'll put doctor down there, right? And what's happening, which is like super fun, and I think in an ideal world you kind of want your stories to do this one way or another, is we're seeing the A plot and the C plot now connect officially. Because the whole time we were like, who is this guy? What does any of this have to do with Cole? And we end up encountering the doctor in the most roundabout way, which is super cool. Really cool that they did this. Now I think from here, one of two things could. So my hunch currently is that the whole military B plot is eventually going to become a thing where the A plot and the B plot are going to connect, and Cole's eventual partner is going to be the guy that he didn't get along with in the military, and they both became cops, and that's what's happening there. So then it's this interpersonal thing, which is why the guy in the flashback
is talking about Cole because they're involved. Like, he knows him and they're interacting together. And we're getting a retrospective of some kind. The C-plots are there are two things, right? This thing with the doctor and I guess the mob moving their opiates and things. That could be like a bigger plot, and the singer, like, all of that might just be like this big sort of through line crime that we're working with, or because there's so many newspapers, it might be like the first of like 2 or 3 C/D plots that we get involved in. I'm leaning more towards the former just because we got introduced to a lot of characters. There we've been introduced and like we've been seeing them more, particularly the doctor, right? And it was like interesting to introduce this Starlet character in like this insane way, right? Where we see, you know, all this bad stuff happen to her in the span of like 3 seconds. And we learned about her friend who died at a construction accident, which, oh shit. You know who I bet that was? I bet that was the guy from the last newspaper whose name completely escaped. I should just write down names. I'm so bad with names. Anyway, I'm convinced it was him. I think he was the guy because the mob wanted him dead because he wouldn't dilute his shipment or let them buy him out. And because he was already, well, maybe not, because he wanted to be a doctor. Well, maybe. I think we'll find out. I think there are a lot of different directions that this can go. Really exciting. Really, really exciting. I'm having a lot of fun. And it seems like now we're really actually getting into the like story. That's cool. That's, I mean, yeah. That's pretty much stream. That's the stream. That's the stream for today. What time is it? Yeah, you know, thanks people for stopping by, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. If you like it, you know, you know, the things, like, subscribe, follow, whatever, right? We're working on getting a partner on Twitch. I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah, I think that's it. Monday's gonna be more the same. Wednesday I might do like an interlude game. We'll see if I can find like an interesting game that I can play in one sitting in like 4 or 5 hours. Then I'll do that. If not, it'll be more LA Noire Wednesday, and then definitely playing again next Friday. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Thanks, you know. Thanks so much for stopping by, everyone. And I will see you next time.